Good morning, YouTube. Mike in Detroit here. How you doing? We are continuing our perusal through the jazz and popular guitar book by Arnie Berle. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And we're up to page 52. So if you're jumping in, just go back and watch some of the other videos. This is really an excellent book. It really is. It's one you should just keep around and just keep referring back to it. I don't get anything from recommending this book, but here we are on page 52, and we're just going to take our time with this a little bit because welcome to the world of extended chords. You're going to get some just delicious sounds out of this. That's the first chord you see on 52. That's a C major 9. You notice I can play that with my second finger on C or on G. And just my suggestion is to just sit and enjoy these sounds. It's just delicious. It really is. So let's say if we did a 2-5-1 the old way, we would maybe do something like this, and then we do this. Nothing wrong with that. Now, when we finish learning these extended chords, we're going to change this to a D minor 9. And we're going to alter that G7 chord, and that'll bring us to this lush chord we have. My goodness, just oozes with something about putting that ninth on there. It's drawing the piano too. You may never go back to the regular chords, but you want to have both in your repertoire depending on the style of music you're playing. This C major 9 chord, that chord, you can easily turn that into a C6-9 chord by introducing that A in there, and I do it with a bar. Slightly different sound, but just as rich. And if you bar up on the high E string, you're going to end up with a sharp 11 chord. A lot of songs end like that. You'll see that in jam sessions that a lot of songs will end with a C major something sharp 11. That's what it sounds like. Now a couple of chords put the 5th on the top. That's okay. I'm not really crazy about it. Well, I take that back once I've heard it again. And you can certainly add that if you want to. You can read through these chords yourself, but my recommendation is you get them and you just sit with these sounds. I'll pick out some of the ones that are my favorite. A C minor 9 is, I just played that on D minor. Here it is on D. Sometimes I'll just tighten up all 3 of these fingers chromatically. That gives me I think it's a G7 with a sharp 5 in it. Because here it is that way, and here it is this way. But this is easy to play. Dog wants some attention. Beat it. So this C minor 9 is my, here it is up in the middle of the guitar. Just beautiful chord. By the way, if you stretch your pinky, one fret, now you have a C minor 7 chord. There's a C minor 9, here's that flat 3, so you got a C minor 7. So you can play it this way, or you can play it this way. Same chord. The thing I like about these extended chords that are presented here is that very few of them are that stretchy. This C9 chord we know about already. We just called it something else earlier in the book, but it's the same chord. Anytime you see a C7 or any 7 with a flat 9, any 7th with a flat 9, you're thinking diminished chord. You're thinking that. You're thinking this kind of chord. So that's another one I use often. In the dominant family, this chord, I don't know where I got it from. That's a D7. Here's the D with a sharp 9. And it's over on page, it's on page 53 there somewhere. So let's say we're going 2-5-1 to G, so we can play an A, and we can put a sharp 9 there on that D, and we can play a lovely G6-9 chord. We can even extend that a little bit further. We can just play an A minor 9 or an A minor 11. This is actually a pretty good exercise. We got an A minor 11, and then we take it to an A minor 7. Then we got an A minor 9. Just lovely sounds. And then we just play a D7 sharp 9. And then we play this. Go through these chords and pick out the ones you like. And there are a couple of them that's going to really give you some sounds that I think you're going to really, really enjoy. When you get to things like a C9, now you can reach over with your pinky like this, right? And there's the 13. Now we can play this F chord. It's just a video to sit with. Now, once you get these kind of chords under your fingers, I love this book because it's not just telling you shapes, it's telling you the degrees of that chord. If you really want to take this further, you can actually put note names depending on what chord you're playing. But if you know your number system, you can apply these to the chords. So there's a few of them that are kind of money. Or here's a A13. Here's a A7 sharp 5. There's an A minor 9 to a D7 sharp 9. Beautiful sounds, and now that will take me to some kind of G chord. Now on beautiful sounds, on page, where am I, 55, 56, 57, gives you a chance to practice some of these chords. So, I don't know, pick out some of your favorites, and you not only learn the chords, but you learn to connect chords with other chords. Let's take a look at the chord progression at the top of page 57. So we have an E flat major 9, E flat major 9, that's a C minor 7th. I could have played a C minor 9 there, or C minor 11 there. Now we got a D flat 13. Going to a D flat. These are just beautiful. D flat sharp 5 to a D flat 7. Now I don't know what song this is, but this is a lovely little progression to an F major 9 to a B flat 7 sharp 5 to a regular B flat 7. Now it wants me to go to an E flat 6. Well, let's try it and see what it sounds like. See, now the last chord didn't lush my ears up, so I might have played it this way. So what do you do if you don't like that E flat 6 but you need that melody note? Well, you find another way to play it like this. We learned this chord earlier. That's an E flat major 7 with E flat on the top. But if you like the E flat 6, play it, go ahead. Not my favorite chord, but so these few pages gives you a chance to practice some of these hipper, lusher chord voicings. And let's pick another one. Now this says let's take the third one down on page 57. So it's a B flat minor. Do a 9th on there. Didn't tell me to. Now we got this going on. It's an E flat 7, flat 5, flat 9. But it looks like an A. It looks like an A dominant 7 chord. So if I were you, I'd forget about that E flat 7, flat 5, flat 9 screw. I mean, forget that. Just think of it as a tritone substitution. That's going to A flat major. So let's talk about that just for a second. Little theory going on here. B flat major. Now normally you would expect a 2-5-1 to go B flat to E, some kind of E flat, right? To A flat. But this time we're going to go to a track flat 2. Maybe there's any of them, or it is. And that flat 2 also, it's a tritone because it shares the same 3rd and 7th. So in other words, instead of going, now you're going, we might get into some tritone theory in a minute, but I would not think of that as an E, this chord here, I would not think of that as an E flat 7, flat 5, flat 9, although it is. Just think of it as a dominant 7 chord, but it's a tritone. And it's going to the 1 chord. This is a good place to sit in this book because I think you're going to enjoy these sounds. Maybe pick a few of these progressions on 50 and 51 to play around with. See the voicings that you like. I mean, not 50 and 51. Excuse me. I think 55, 56. 57. Play around with those different harmonies, different beats. Now, when do we use these chords? People say, well, I use these chords when I'm playing ballads. Well, I do play a lot of ballads. I'm not going to lie. I do love, I am a great lover of the ballads. Look at me. Lover of the ballads, but can you play these chords in up tempo? Sure. Find some of these chords easier to play than regular old chords. Now, when I say regular old chords, non-extended chords, some of these chords are not that hard to play. So when I'm doing, they're easier to slide around. Let me just put on a little bit of some tempo here, maybe. Sorry. Actually, I don't need the book because I think I'm done with that. So get rid of that. Turn on my rhythm pattern. And let's go to jazz sticks and let's see what we have. So let's take a chord. I'm not playing ballads, let me take this chorus off. E flat. This sounds delicious. Okay, got you. So we're moving along in the Arnie Berle book. It's probably one of my favorite jazz guitar books. I'm learning a lot from it. Hope you are too, and I hope you're enjoying this little perusal through the book. Mike in Detroit. Comment below, and I will talk to everybody soon. Take care. Bye bye.